Hi everybody, Brett back out this high altitude scale modeling. Another Sprue review. A kit everybody's been talking about waiting for. Takom's Apache AH-64E 35th scale. Kit number 2602. I got the D and the E. I decided to look at the E. I got these from Japan. I haven't seen them in America yet, but I would expect them soon. They cost me $90, and then shipping from Japan. You know, Ming's coming out with some too. You see, this has got the blade fold kit. So we got this big box up. Two different versions: shark mouth, non-shark mouth, 1st Air Cavalry, 16th Combat Aviation Brigade. Turn it around, and you've got sprue maps. There's some 3D printed parts, fuselage halves, PE, metal cylinders, some lines, some decals, and there you go. So let's just get started. Fuselage halves are separate. Clear parts, big thing of clear parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. In a bag with all the auxiliary bits. We are going to start, obviously, fuselage halves. Takom, good thing, self-sealing bags. They do not have those staples that other people are using to copy Tamiya. Here we go. Check that out. Beautiful. Rivet detail and all that. Panel line raised and recessed. All this rivet detail is raised. Curves around nicely. Nothing really on the inside. So, left half the fuselage, right half of the fuselage look exactly the same except for a few different hatches. Same level of detail. A quick interjection here. What I should have done is taken these out. See how the fit was. So, can't fit the tail section because I don't want to cut these off yet. But, actually, not the tail section, but the part leading to the tail. But I can fit the tail section together. Snaps in like that. Around at the bottom. And that fit nicely. That fit nicely. Down at the bottom. Line up all the guide pins. You can see all the rivets line up. Seam line looks good. But the big thing is all the rivets line up. All the panels line up. Okay, up here. This guide pin's here on the top, as you can see. So you got one back here. I think it's fighting me because those back section parts. You got one here, these two go in there, and then one there. You see, they all line up nicely. And you've got one here for the front. It lines up nicely. So there, a little quick demonstration of most of the fit of fuselage halves. Now back to your regular scheduled preview. Next, let's get a couple of beautiful slide molded parts here. Okay, 4 parts in this bag. You have these 2, which your intake and some venting. Same here. 2 of those. And you've got 2 of these, amazingly slide molded. All these control boxes. And you can see the depth in there. So, you know, they just slid the mold straight down. Hinges for the doors. This is detail wraps all the way around. Got this piece as well, which's got raised rivets. Again, detail all the way around. Beautifully slide molded piece. This one, same thing, just a different set of boxes. And again, you see the depth in there. You could almost slide another box in there, and maybe you do. But again, same wrap around. So those are beautifully done. Also, it looks like everything on this is going to be beautifully done. Next one, Sprue N. I'm not doing these in any particular order. I'm just taking them out in order they're stacked in there. So you've got your winglets with rivet detail. Looks like the floor of the aircraft. Tail section, some doors, some pylons. Not sure what this part is, but again, so this beautiful raised rivet detail and recessed panel lines. The floor, there's not an ejector pin on that floor. These curve around with more hinges. Top and bottom of the tail section. Beautifully detailed pylons. Turn it over. This part here, you can see, slide molded. Same with this one here. Oops, sorry about that. Beautiful detail. And then we're looking at your hinges and detail inside those doors. Same here. There's your ejector pin marks on the bottom. Okay. Next up is Sprue F. I love that they use these resealable bags and fold them up so tightly. Tail rotors, 2 of them. Looks like a bunch of parts for the rotor head assembly, other various parts. Just such detail on this. Look at those tail rotors. Again, raised rivets. I have to give me a new mat. Maybe I'll turn over and check the other side real quick. As you can see, there's no, these look all you can tell, but they don't look overly thick for 1/35 scale. They look just about right. You see slide molded parts here. One of those is the gun barrel, molded open. There you go. Check this out. Hold on a second. Let's flip this over. Oh, that's not much better, is it? All right. Sprue key. Where the tape line was. Okay. This looks like the bottom where the turret goes, or something. We'll figure that all out. Landing gear legs. I do not see any real burring. There might be a slight seam line on there, but nothing terrible. Like tires, maybe. Some more slide molding all right along here. Lots of parts in this kit. Some more slide molding there. These look like hatches that are going to have clear parts in them. Some detailing there. And the nose. That's, I doubt it's the nose. It's probably engine covers. Right along. See those beautiful legs. Here's those slide molded parts here. And nice detail there. And with this part here. Great feeling plastic again. Raised panels, raised rivets, recessed panel lines. They really put the detail into this. The year of the helicopter. That's what they're calling it in the modeling world. So many different choppers coming out. All right. Some more of the panels with some more outstanding detail. Parts that go around the engines. Smaller parts. Two more beautifully slide molded parts. Left and right side. See the detail. Underneath. Looking good. Yes, there are some ejector pin marks. Very faint in these. Doubt that you'll see them, but if so, you can just probably take them with a sanding stick. Some more doors and some more hinges. Some more slide molding right here. It's almost like, and some more here. It's almost like every fret, every runner has got some slide molding on it. Oops. Now getting into some of the smaller ones. This is Sprue M, and this one has the cockpit tub. Nice switches and dials. And most of us will probably use one of the many 3D printed parts that will be coming out for the instruments and the side panels. Here's your quilted sound dampening instrument panel. Some more quilting for the sound dampening. Here's one of the bulkheads. Again, nice wiring, nice detail. Underside for Sprue without any slide molding on it. This bulkhead back here's got these big sprue gates on them, or sprue tabs, or ejector ports. Those need to clean up. No biggie. Sprue R. And we're back to one with slide molding again. Looks like more of the top rotor parts. Not sure what all these parts are, but we'll see in the direction. Some very tiny. And right along there. There's your slide molded parts on this one. You can see they're linkage of some sort. But again, the detail on all of this just goes above and beyond. Be very careful taking these off. These off. Use good nippers. Here, we got the rotor blades. Matching sprues, so I only need to take one out. Again, slide molding on here. There's no sag to them. I don't know if there is sag. But there's slide molding on the end there, so you can see you can put them together. Looks like a wheel hub. So there's two sprues. You got your G and J on both of these. There you go. And your rotors. The leading edge of the rotors is almost sharp. And the back edge is pretty good too, not nearly as sharp as the front edge. All right, what else we got here? We got parts for the rotors, parts for the engines. Again, two matching sprues, both the letter L. So, engine parts, hoses, wiring. It's like a turbine, compressor blades, intakes, looks like. This is actually, if you can tell, it's a very matte finish compared to the rest of the ones around it. Like that was polished down to be not shiny. Very nice blades on there. Here, raised detail. You can detail those engines up quite nicely. And there's a lot of detail on it. Some of these, I'm sure, are part of it. Again, we'll find out in the direction. Okay, this is Sprue E, and it's got lots of tiny, delicate parts on it. Look at that. Look at how small and delicate those parts are. Almost everything on here. Be very careful cutting those off. I'll be putting these in the bottom of the kit with stuff on top of them so they don't get broken. These look like an ammo feed belt. This part's raised up, as you can see. And the detail on it, again, very nice and raised. No ejector pins inside this hatch door. So yes, I'd be very careful with this one, which is why it's going right back in the bag. Sealed up and folded over. Last two are Sprue V. And these look like weapons and seats. Again, matching sprues, so we're going to just try and take one of them. This one's got slide molding on all four corners. There's your main wheels, and they do have some weight on them. There. Like gun parts, definitely rocket parts. Seat. So you've got the rocket tips and the rocket ends on here. Both of those. So different kinds of rockets. And then sway braces, some more delicate parts. Okay, so there's one seat right there. It's got a nice cushion pattern. This part here, very delicate springs. And like I said, slide molding on the rockets and on more rockets and on these very small parts and on these parts in this tub. Okay, like I said, matching sprues. So two of those. Lastly, we got clear parts. And when you tack them, they're probably the ultimate clear parts. I mean, look at that. They're very thick. It's got raised framing for the rivets. Got your lights, your seeker heads, your doors. Again, it'd be easy to mask off, plus there's a big area where it connects where you'll be painting, and it's got raised detail as well. And zero distortion on the top, on the doors, the front windscreen. Very, very good clear parts. Almost don't want to touch them, they're so good. Oh. Okay, so I'll show you slide molding on there too. Come on. You know, that was going right back in the bag. And next, we've got this bag, which should have decals, instructions, PE, 3D printed parts. This is the side. This is an ammo belt, and it's, ammo belt. It's made of flexible. And then this line, not sure what it's for, but it's a wire, coated wire, so you can put it in position. Here are 3D printed parts. I don't want to open it because it'll start breaking out. Not sure what they're for, but we'll find out. They almost look like bullets, but we'll find out. Where's the PE? There we go. 4 sheets of PE. Sheet 1, Lots of little doodads and doohickeys. Sheet 2. Ventings, parts for the rotor blades, some vents, seatbelts. These, I believe, will be the fins for the Hellfire rockets, if it's got Hellfire rockets, or one of the rockets, or all of the rockets. And this, I'd say some more fins and things. But they're coated on both sides, so they're very thin. Usual quality Takom photo etch. Here we got some metal parts. Don't know what for, but I'm sure heck not taking them out. Here we've got decals, which are for this one. Shark's mouth. Various other ones for the United States Army. Those are by themselves. Then we've got the regular decal sheet. See if I can get it out of here. All right. It does not say where they were printed. I'm assuming they're Takom decals, but lots of stencils. No step markings, instruments. Not completely glossy, almost matte on some of them. All those U.S. Army ones look very matte. Stencils, walkways, no step, all look really matte. And the carrier film, almost non-existent. We're cut right to the edge. Beautifully done. And finally, our instruction book. AH-64E. The Guardian. You can read all about it right there. We've got safety stuff, paints, another sprue map. Starting, of course, with the cockpit. Lots of small little parts going in there. Let me see if there's color code somewhere. There's the 3 kits that are coming. E of the World, D, and E, which is what we're looking at. I've got the D and I've got this one on order. But I'm looking for color callouts. I don't see any color callouts. But let's just keep looking. Okay, cockpit, fuselage halves, drilling some holes. 7mm or 0.7mm, 1mm holes in various spots. And you're working on, looks like the floor of where the engines go in the rotor, not the floor of the cockpit. Because the cockpit's a self-containing floor, as you can see there when you're putting the fuselage halves together. There we go. Windshield wiper. That'd be a good time to mask it so you don't risk breaking any of that glass. Looks like the big gun underneath. And the nose sensors and the gun on the turret on the bottom. Various other parts going on. There's those side pods that were beautifully slide molded. Parts on them. Landing gear legs. So your landing gear legs may have to be attached before this, which means they'll have to be there when you're painting, so be careful. More parts on the rear end. And then some more parts for the other side, antennas and such. Winglets going on. And those look like the engines being put together. And more parts for the intakes for the engines. And the exhaust for the engines. And they are mounted on the side. So you can detail these engine ups nicely, and you can, these are some of the covers that are hinged, so you can display them open. 3D parts must be bolts of some kind. They're going on these, maybe to keep them raised. That'll be interesting because those are some tiny parts. And some more details, the engine for the other side. Engine's opening. So you need these two braces for the engine, have the engine covers open. Nice little touch. Some more parts for the tail section and the underneath. And then there's your wheels and tires for the front. The tires for sure can go on afterwards. Here's your tail wheel. And your tail section. And your rotor. It's only saying one, so there must be both for the options in this, for the D kit as well, in this one set. Putting your top rotor together. So, there's where all those metal cylinders are going as part of the rotor. Making two of those. This looks like it's showing wing fold. And then there's how it goes on with the wings out. But yes, it's got that little symbol for either or, yin yang. This is wings out, this is wings folded. If I'm reading it right. All the parts for the top of the rotor. And then your weapons, your pylons, your weapons, like I said, PE for all the fins. And there's some of your rockets. You decide which one you want to use. Again, either or, yin or yang. Mounting your weapons. Your loadout. Not sure. You're drilling holes. I'm guessing these are the wings. You're drilling holes for those side mounted pieces. And this is the bracing for your wing fold. You mount on here. And your wings get your rotor, your rotor fold. So you tuck back into there, like so. These are all the parts for doing the wing fold. And if your wing fold, it's going to look like this. It's going to go into there. Here are your stencil callouts. Almost looks like a phantom. And more for top and bottom. There's your color call out for the 4. What I still haven't seen in this whole thing is paint call outs. So I don't know if I'm just missing it. I mean, I've got this. But that can't be the only 4 colors for the entire aircraft. Guess I'll have to do research. So there you have it. Takom's new Apache. Looks like a beautiful bunch of plastic. So, these are the color callouts for this kit and the decal placement. This is the D. And then there's E of the world, which gives you markings for at least 4 different ones. So this one probably costs more. I haven't seen it yet. I just have it in pre-order. These two cost the same, around $90. And there you go. So, what you think? I think you should sit your ass at the bench and work on a model, especially a helicopter, because it seems like there's Mi-8s, Mi-16s, Apaches from 2 different companies. There's the Sky Crane from ICM. We're going to have too many helicopters. It's going to be great. You're the helicopter. Thanks for watching.